moved to Lakeview in October of 2012. We went down to Albuquerque Balloon Festival and moved here the day after we got back from Albuquerque.
Or landings in unintended locations.
Yeah, as long as you stay away from, barbed wire fences, giant cactus. Hit a nice cholla cactus flying the West Mesa, Albuquerque. That's a hole in the basket. That was quite a surprise.
Is that the toughest landing that you've encountered?
No, I mean, it's one of those things. If the winds are calm, you can drop it down and park it right on the street. Can't really do that here because the streets here are power lines on the sides, but in places where they have underground power lines, you can put it right on the street. Cul-de-sac, those are nice, easy. Once the winds start to pick up, one of the rough rules of thumb is that every mile an hour you're going to need about 100 feet of space as it comes down. It drags a little bit. If your crew can actually beat you there, which sometimes is tough, they can meet you and you can get some weight on there and cut that distance in half or less. I think one of the longest landings I did was West Mesa of Albuquerque. Winds that picked up, and I think we put about a 700 or 800 foot skid mark in the sagebrush as it just bounced along. So you got this. The envelope's 90,000 cubic foot of air mass. The whole system's 660 pounds. There were a few people in. You're getting close to 800, 900 pounds, and then at sea level, 1,000 cubic foot of air is 100 pounds. So you throw in 90,000 cubic feet of air. Yeah, you got a lot more mass than you think you might. And, there were several of us flying off the West Mesa that day, and everybody was putting skid marks into the sagebrush because you're going to hit and you're going to drag away.
It's interesting, the contradiction. It makes sense in terms of physics, but at the same time, it's lighter than air, but you have a tremendous amount of mass that's difficult to maintain at the same time. It seems like that shouldn't make sense.
Yeah, it's kind of a strange paradox, and that's one of the things that when you get new crew, you're always telling them when you're landing, never get in front of the basket. It'll be like bowling, you just mow people over, and I've seen it in Albuquerque with big ride balloons that are much bigger than ours, where a guy was coming in for a landing, winds had picked up, and several people were running out there to help him. Guys screaming, "Get out of the way!"
What are some of the more avant-garde experimental ones that you've seen?
Oh, well, Darth Vader. It's been one of the most popular ones in Albuquerque. It's the last 4 or so years since it first showed up. It's really neat. Even though it's all black, there's still a lot of detail you can see in it. The Dairyland cow balloon is amazing just based on pure size. I mean, it's got at least 5 times the size of my balloon. It's got the basket that hangs down under the belly of the cow. You got the udder, and you got 4 legs.
What is your favorite aspect of ballooning? Is it just kind of escaping and it's just you and a breeze up there?
It's I think the favorite part is getting new people up there and flying, because it's such a different experience than any other type of flying, because you're moving with the air current. So it's a whole different feeling. Even people I know that don't really like flying in fixed wing power aircraft get up there and go, wow, this is just much more calm and quiet than any other type of flying. So it's always neat seeing people have fun flying and fun crewing. We try to make it a really fun experience.
Yeah.